It's very often the case that the most powerful insights we can have about our experience are also the most accessible ones. And in this video, I want to talk about one realization in particular that is just amazingly transformative, but it's also really simple and accessible. This insight, to sum it up, is basically that there is a common denominator, a common element to all experiences, and we can notice that element. We usually tend to overlook what this is, but sometimes we have this intuitive sense that in all experiences there is something common. Of course, everything we call the objective content of our experience, the sights, feelings, thoughts, all of our perceptions, that always changes. It doesn't even last for a second. Our experience is in constant motion. But within this flow of experience, there is one aspect that is unchanging. And we often know what that is. It's just the case that usually we tend to overlook that. We tend to be so oriented towards our interpretation of what's going on that we overlook something. And what are we overlooking? We can call that common element of all experience presence. So what do I mean by that? Right now, without a doubt, you're having an experience. And while you can describe this experience in an infinite number of ways, we can also just really simplify this experience you're having right now. And we can say that this experience is simply present. And it doesn't matter which particular experience you're having right now. Your emotional state doesn't matter, the thoughts you're having, the feelings you're having, what you are seeing, what in particular you are hearing in the background. All of that is irrelevant. We can just simply say that however your experience appears to be in this moment, it's simply present. That's something we usually overlook. We overlook this very basic presence of our experience. And we therefore overlook the inherent peace and freedom that is inherent in every experience. So from instant to instant, your experience never stays the same. But this presence of experience itself is unchanging. It's constant. It doesn't have any objective qualities to it. It is simply an awake, unbounded openness which is here. We can simply notice that, and it's quite easy to do. Again, your experience points to this presence. The only way you can experience something is because that experience has presence. It's here. It has this quality of pure beingness to it. If that wasn't the case, if your experience didn't have this presence to it, then it simply wouldn't exist. Experience absolutely requires this presence. You could say that it's the necessary condition. Just like the screen is the necessary condition for a movie to be watched, so too this presence is necessary for experience to take place. So right now, in this instant, don't be abstract, but simply realize what's the actuality of your experience right now. You can say without a doubt that your experience is present. But what is this presence? Don't look for it as an object, because it's not. You will never find it as some kind of objective thing. Simply allow yourself to relax the orientation you have to what you believe this experience to be, and simply notice the sheer presence of this experience. And what you can notice then as well, what's really amazing about this presence, is that the particular experience that's here doesn't affect this sheer pure presence at all. You can close your eyes right now, and this presence is here. You can open your eyes again, and this whole scene of forms and colors has now flooded the visual field. But the presence is equally here. You can go back and forth with that and simply notice how this presence is absolutely unchanging. This presence doesn't get diminished if you are seeing something ugly, and it doesn't get enhanced if you're seeing something beautiful. This presence is simply equal in all experiences. Likewise, it doesn't matter if you are in pain right now or if your body is feeling completely comfortable. This presence is always there, is always unchanged. It is always this unbounded wholeness. It's indefinable because it doesn't have an essence, but at the same time it's totally obvious in all our experiences. Every experience shines with this presence. So simply become curious about that. Notice that. Sense what that is. And over time you will notice that there is a freedom here in every experience. It's always available. We just tend to overlook it. If you feel like you're struggling with noticing this presence, I'm also teaching an introductory course which is aimed at exactly this kind of realization. So if you're interested in that, simply use the links in the description to contact me. And I would love to explore this topic more in depth with you. Other than that, you can also express any point of confusion or any question you have in the comment section, and I will do my best to give a clear answer that might help you. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you right here next time.